What if I told you there are ultra-rare coins, the 1946 and 1947 wheat pennies, 1990 D. Jefferson nickel, and even 1966 and 1967 Washington quarters, that could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Stay with me until the end of this video to discover how these rare coins might be hiding in your collection, and how you can unlock their true value. You won't want to miss this. Imagine holding a penny in your hand, a small, seemingly insignificant coin. But what if I told you that some 1946 wheat pennies could be worth not just a few cents, but hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up, because today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the most rare and valuable 1946 wheat pennies. You'll be amazed at how a small piece of history can be worth so much. Stay tuned until the end, because you'll want to know which exact coins are fetching those jaw-dropping prices. Let's get into it. History of the 1946 wheat penny. The 1946 wheat penny is part of the series of 1-cent coins produced by the United States Mint from 1909 to 1958, known as the wheat penny, because of its distinctive wheat sheath design on the reverse side. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, and the wheat design symbolized the nation's agricultural roots. The wheat penny series is often celebrated by collectors due to its historical significance and the design's elegance. The 1946 penny holds a special place because it was one of the first pennies minted after World War II, a period of recovery and renewal in the United States. World War II had ended in 1945, and in 1946, the country began returning to normalcy, both economically and socially. This context gives the coin a unique story, making it not only a collectible but a piece of history. Key variations of the 1946 wheat penny. Not all 1946 wheat pennies are created equal. Some are rarer than others, and that rarity is what drives their value. Let's take a closer look at the different variations and factors that influence how much these coins are worth today. 1. The 1946 Philadelphia wheat penny. The most common of the 1946 wheat pennies, minted in Philadelphia, is the one without a mint mark. These coins were produced in large numbers, meaning they are not as rare as some of the others from that year. However, their value can still increase significantly depending on their condition. Pennies that are in mint state, MS, with little to no signs of wear, can be worth anywhere from $1 to $50, with exceptionally well-preserved coins potentially reaching up to $100 or more if graded as MS 65 or higher. 2. The 1946 D wheat penny, Denver Mint. The Denver minted 1946 penny features a D mint mark, and these tend to be somewhat rarer than the Philadelphia version. Because fewer were made, they can command higher prices. A typical 1946 D wheat penny in circulated condition is usually worth between $2 to $10, but like the Philadelphia variety, coins in higher grades can be worth significantly more. Coins graded MS 65 or better can sell for around $100, while extremely rare specimens could fetch $500 or more, depending on demand and the specifics of the coin. 3. The 1946 S wheat penny, San Francisco Mint. The San Francisco Mint mark, S, identifies these pennies, and they are often the rarest of the 1946 series. Due to lower production numbers, these coins are highly sought after by collectors. The 1946 S wheat penny can be worth anywhere from $5 to $25 for a circulated coin, with higher-end examples reaching $100 or more. Coins that are in uncirculated or mint condition and graded MS 65 or higher can command prices in the range of $500 to $1,000. Some exceptionally rare, high-grade examples of the 1946 S could fetch more than that, pushing their value into the thousands. The rarest and most valuable 1946 wheat penny. While the variations mentioned above are valuable in their own right, the true rare gems of the 1946 wheat penny series are the coins that are in flawless condition or exhibit unique characteristics. A 1946 wheat penny that has been preserved in mint state or one that has a unique error can sometimes sell for astronomical prices. Coins that are graded as PR 67 or MS 67, with perfect, unblemished surfaces and excellent luster, have been known to sell for several $1,000s, especially when they are error coins. One of the most valuable 1946 wheat pennies in history is a 1946 S Lincoln penny that was graded MS 68 and sold for over $50,000. It remains one of the top examples of a coin from this year. The high-grade condition, combined with rarity and demand, pushed its value to astonishing levels. Factors influencing the value of the 1946 wheat penny. Several factors contribute to how much a 1946 wheat penny is worth. These include mint mark. As discussed earlier, the presence of a mint mark, D or S, makes a significant difference in rarity. Coins without a mint mark, from Philadelphia, are the most common and generally the least valuable, while coins from Denver and San Francisco are rarer and more valuable. Condition/grade. The condition of the coin is a major factor. Coins that are graded higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC are worth far more than those in lower grades. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition can be worth exponentially more than a well-worn penny. Error coins. Sometimes, due to errors during the minting process, certain coins are produced with misprints, off-center strikes, or double-die engravings. These errors are highly prized by collectors and can greatly increase a coin's value. A 1946 penny with a noticeable double-die error could potentially be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Demand. Like any collectible, demand plays a crucial role. If a specific coin, like the 1946 wheat penny, becomes highly sought after by collectors or investors, its value can skyrocket. Market conditions and trends can change over time, influencing the price. How to spot a valuable 1946 wheat penny. If you're lucky enough to have a 1946 wheat penny, you'll want to know how to identify the valuable ones. Here are a few tips. Check the mint mark. Look for the mint mark on the reverse side just below the word 1. A D or S indicates a rarer coin. Examine the condition. Look closely at the details of the coin. Is it scratched, worn, or tarnished? The cleaner and more detailed the coin, the more valuable it is. Get it professionally graded. If you think you have a rare, high-grade coin, consider having it graded by a professional service. This can help you determine its exact value and authenticity. What if I told you that a single 1947 wheat penny could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars? Yes, it's true. Some of these small, humble pennies hold astonishing value. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1947 wheat penny and its jaw-dropping potential worth. You'll discover exactly what makes this coin so special and how you can identify one that's worth life-changing money. Stick with me till the end, because this penny could change your life in ways you never expected. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. The history of the 1947 wheat penny. The 1947 wheat penny was produced during an exciting time in American history. It was part of the iconic wheat penny series, a 1-cent coin that was minted from 1909 to 1958. The wheat penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, features 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse side, symbolizing the nation's agricultural roots. This coin was produced at a time when the U.S. was recovering from the turmoil of World War II, and 1947 marks a pivotal moment in post-war America, with the nation entering a period of economic growth and prosperity. The 1947 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a characteristic reddish-brown color. It was minted in 3 different locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each mint producing slightly different versions of the coin. Understanding the variations of the 1947 wheat penny. While the 1947 wheat penny series includes coins from various mints, the key to determining the value of these pennies lies in their mint marks and condition. Let's break down the different types of 1947 wheat pennies and what makes them stand out in the eyes of collectors. 1. The 1947 Philadelphia wheat penny, no mint mark. The 1947 Philadelphia penny, without a mint mark, was the most commonly produced coin from the 1947 series. Despite being the most common, its value can still range from $1 to $5 for a circulated coin. If the coin is well preserved, in uncirculated condition, or graded as MS-65 or higher, its value could rise to $25 or more. However, it's not the rarest of the bunch, and its value is typically much lower than the mint mark varieties. 2. The 1947 D Wheat Penny, Denver Mint. Coins minted in Denver feature the D mint mark and are somewhat rarer than their Philadelphia counterparts. A 1947 D Wheat Penny in average circulated condition might be worth between $2 to $10, but coins in uncirculated condition can reach $50 to $100 or higher. Higher grade coins, particularly those graded as MS-65 or above, could fetch up to $200, depending on the demand from collectors and the overall condition of the coin. 3. The 1947 S Wheat Penny, San Francisco Mint. The 1947 S Wheat Penny with the S mint mark is typically the rarest and most valuable of the 1947 series. San Francisco minted fewer coins than Philadelphia or Denver, making this version more desirable to collectors. Even in circulated condition, a 1947 S penny can be worth anywhere from $5 to $20. However, if you are fortunate enough to come across an uncirculated specimen or a coin with a high grade, such as MS-65 or higher, its value could easily exceed $150 to $300. For pristine examples, collectors have paid $500 or more, and very well-preserved examples in perfect condition could command prices closer to $35,000. The rarest and most valuable 1947 wheat penny. Though many of the 1947 wheat pennies are worth only a few dollars in average condition, there are certain rare, high-grade specimens that have made headlines with their astonishing sales prices. What sets these top-tier coins apart is their condition, rarity, and demand in the marketplace. 1. MS-66 and higher graded coins. Coins that have been graded MS-66 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC can command prices that are far above the average. A well-preserved 1947 penny with flawless detail, luster, and no signs of wear is highly sought after by collectors. An MS-66 example of a 1947 D or 1947 S penny could easily fetch several $100s, sometimes pushing toward the $1,000 mark if the coin is particularly exceptional. 2. The Holy Grail, proof coins. One of the rarest versions of the 1947 wheat penny is the proof coin. These coins were specially made for collectors and were not intended for general circulation. The U.S. Mint only produced proof coins in small numbers, making them much rarer than regular circulating coins. If you happen to come across a 1947 proof penny, especially a 1947 S proof penny, you could be looking at a collector's dream. Proof coins are often in near-perfect condition, with sharp details and a high level of craftsmanship. A 1947 S-proof wheat penny in PR65 or higher could be worth $1,000 to $2,000 or more depending on the coin's condition and current market trends. For the top-tier proof coins graded PR67 or higher, you could be looking at values in the thousands of dollars. 3. Error coins. In some rare instances, coins are struck with errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. For example, a 1947 wheat penny with a double die error, where the image on the coin is doubled, could be worth far more than a regular penny. Such error coins are highly collectible and often fetch premium prices. A double die or off-center strike in a high grade could make the coin worth anywhere from $500 to $5,000 or more, depending on the severity of the error and the overall condition of the coin. What if I told you that a 1990 D Jefferson nickel could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars? It sounds too good to be true, but in the world of rare coins, it absolutely is. You may have one of these nickels sitting in your pocket right now, and it could change your financial future in ways you never imagined. Stick with me till the end of this video because today we're uncovering the secrets behind the 1990 D Jefferson nickel, how to spot its most valuable versions, and what could make one of these coins worth a small fortune. You'll want to see how a simple nickel could be worth much more than you think, so let's dive in. The history of the 1990 D Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel has been an iconic part of American currency since 1938, when it was introduced to replace the Buffalo nickel. The coin features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, designed by Felix Schlag. The reverse side features Jefferson's home, Monticello, which has become an emblematic symbol of American heritage. Understanding the 1990D Jefferson nickel variations. While the 1990D nickel is part of the regular coinage produced for circulation, there are certain rarities and variations that set certain coins apart from the rest, driving their value up into the hundreds or thousands of dollars. Let's break down the factors that influence how much a 1990D nickel can be worth. 1. Mint mark and location. The mint mark on the 1990D nickel indicates that it was minted in Denver. The D mint mark is one of the 3 mint locations used to produce coins in the United States, and although Denver is one of the larger minting facilities, coins produced here are still often rarer compared to those from Philadelphia, which doesn't use a mint mark. Coins that are minted in Denver tend to have slightly more value than those from other locations, and in the case of the 1990D nickel, the relatively low production numbers combined with the presence of errors or exceptional quality can increase its worth. Some of the highest value examples come from Denver because of their rarity in pristine condition. 2. Condition/grade. The condition of your 1990D Jefferson nickel plays a huge role in determining its value. Coin collectors and numismatists value coins that are in uncirculated condition or have minimal signs of wear. A nickel that shows little to no scratches, discoloration, or tarnish will always be more valuable than one that is worn down from years of circulation. The higher the grade, the higher the price. Grading coins is done through services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, which evaluate coins based on their appearance, detail, and quality. A 1990D nickel that is graded MS 65 or higher, mint state 65, could be worth hundreds of dollars, whereas a circulated nickel in low grade may only be worth its face value. 3. Special errors. One of the most exciting things about rare coins is that some have minting errors, mistakes made during the production process. These errors can greatly increase the value of a coin. If a 1990D Jefferson nickel has a misstruck design, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks, it could be worth far more than a standard nickel. Double die errors. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled. If your 1990D nickel has this error, it could be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on the quality and rarity of the mistake. Off-center strikes. If the die doesn't strike the coin fully, it can cause parts of the design to be missing or misaligned. Off-center nickels can also bring in high prices, depending on how rare the error is and the degree of misalignment. Die cracks. These are caused by wear on the minting die, and they appear as thin cracks running through the design. A die crack on a 1990D Jefferson nickel could still increase its value, especially if it is clearly visible and easily identifiable. The rarest and most valuable 1990D Jefferson nickel. While most 1990D Jefferson nickels are worth just a few cents, there are certain high-grade examples or error coins that can fetch incredibly high prices. Let's look at the top-tier examples that have brought in big money for their owners. 1. High-grade uncirculated coins. A 1990D Jefferson nickel that is graded MS 65 or higher can bring in hundreds of dollars. In 2020, an MS 67 grade 1990D nickel sold for around $500, showing just how much higher quality, uncirculated coins can demand. Coins with flawless luster, no visible imperfections, and a crisp, detailed design will always be in demand and fetch the highest prices at auctions and from collectors. 2. Proof-like coins. A proof-like coin has the appearance of a proof coin, which is specially struck with a polished die to create sharp, mirrored surfaces. Some 1990D Jefferson nickels exhibit this proof-like appearance, even though they were not officially proof coins. These nickels can also be highly valued, with top-grade examples reaching hundreds of dollars. Proof-like coins are more rare than standard coins and are often sought after by advanced collectors. 3. Error coins. If your 1990D Jefferson nickel has a minting error, the value can skyrocket. For example, a double die error on the 1990D nickel could make the coin worth several $1,000s. Off-center strikes can also result in a high-value coin, depending on how severe the error is. Some off-center nickels have sold for $500 to $1,000 or more, depending on the degree of misalignment. Die cracks and other error variations could add significant value to an otherwise common coin. Coin auctions and sales. Top auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have seen 1990D Jefferson nickels with the right condition or errors go for big money. Depending on the collector demand, high-quality examples can fetch anywhere from $100 to $5,000, and certain rare errors can push the value even higher. Imagine holding a 1970 Jefferson nickel in your hand that could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's true. The 1970 Jefferson nickel may seem like just another regular coin, but hidden in the world of rare coins is a goldmine just waiting to be discovered. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into everything you need to know about the 1970 Jefferson nickel, from its history in minting to its potential value. Stick with me until the end because by the time this video wraps up, you'll be hunting for those rare nickels in your collection, and you might just find one worth a small fortune. So, don't go anywhere, because this coin could be the key to changing your financial future. The history of the 1970 Jefferson nickel. Before we dive into the potential value of the 1970 Jefferson nickel, let's take a look at the rich history of the Jefferson nickel itself. The Jefferson nickel has been an important part of U.S. currency since it was first introduced in 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse. On the reverse side, the coin depicts Jefferson's home, Monticello, which symbolizes the values of liberty and freedom. What makes the 1970 Jefferson nickel so special? The 1970 Jefferson nickel might seem like a common coin at first glance, but certain factors contribute to its rarity and potential value. These factors include mintmark location, coin condition, errors, and unique minting characteristics. Understanding these will allow you to identify which 1970 Jefferson nickels could be worth much more than face value. 1. The mintmark. The mintmark on the 1970 Jefferson nickel is crucial in determining its value. The mintmark, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco, can affect the coin's rarity, as certain mintmarks were produced in lower numbers. Here's a breakdown of the mintmarks and their significance. 1970 P. The 1970 Philadelphia nickel does not have a mintmark, as coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint do not display a mintmark. These are the most common version of the 1970 nickel and are typically worth their face value unless they are in excellent condition or feature a rare error. 1970 D. The 1970 D nickel, minted in Denver, is generally a little rarer than the Philadelphia version, although it is still relatively common. In average circulated condition, a 1970 D nickel can be worth about $1 to $5. However, high-grade examples or coins that are uncirculated can fetch $20 or more. 2. Minting errors. What makes a coin really valuable? Minting errors. This is where the real treasure is hidden. A small mistake during the coin's production can turn an otherwise ordinary nickel into a highly valuable collectible. Some errors can add thousands of dollars to a coin's value, especially when they are rare and in good condition. Common error types you might find in 1970 Jefferson nickels include double die errors. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, resulting in the design being doubled or offset. If you find a 1970 nickel with a double die error on the obverse, Jefferson's portrait, or reverse, Monticello, it could be worth significantly more than face value. Some rare double die coins from the 1970s have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike happens when the die doesn't line up properly with the coin. This causes parts of the design to be cut off or misaligned. A 1970 nickel with an off-center strike can be worth anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on the degree of misalignment. 3. Proof coins. Another factor that can make the 1970 Jefferson nickel valuable is the possibility that you might come across a proof coin. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and are not meant for general circulation. These coins are struck using special dies to give them a high-quality, mirror-like finish, and they are produced in limited quantities. In 1970, proof sets were sold to collectors, and the 1970s proof nickel was included. These proof nickels were struck with special care and were often kept in pristine condition by collectors, making them more valuable than standard circulation coins. Depending on the condition, a 1970s proof nickel could be worth $20 to $50. Perfect proof coins could fetch $100 or more, especially if they are in a high grade, such as PR69 or PR70. 4. The condition of the coin. The condition or grade of your 1970 Jefferson nickel is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins that are well preserved, with sharp details, no scratches, and no discoloration, will always fetch more money than coins that have been heavily circulated. Uncirculated coins. If your 1970 nickel is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used in circulation, it is much more valuable. A high-grade, MS65 or higher, 1970 nickel can be worth anywhere from $10 to $50, and certain exceptional examples could sell for $100 or more. Rare and valuable 1970 Jefferson nickels. Now that we've gone over the factors that can influence the value of the 1970 Jefferson nickel, let's take a look at some rare examples that have sold for top dollar in recent years. 1. 1970D nickel in MS66 or higher. An MS66 graded 1970D Jefferson nickel can be worth $100 to $200, especially if it is an uncirculated specimen with a high-quality strike and minimal imperfections. A flawless MS67 example could push the value into the $500 plus range, depending on market demand and rarity. 1970s proof nickel. The 1970s proof nickel is a collector's dream. Proof coins are typically made in much smaller quantities than regular circulating coins, which makes them much rarer. A perfect PR70 1970s proof nickel can sell for upwards of $200 to $500 in today's market, especially if it is preserved in a sealed holder and comes with certification from PCGS or NGC. 3. Error coins, double die and off-center strikes. Error coins are where the real money is made. If you're lucky enough to find a double die error or an off-center strike on your 1970 Jefferson nickel, you could be looking at serious cash. Some of the most valuable errors can sell for anywhere from $500 to $2,000, and in rare cases, even higher depending on the severity of the error and its rarity. What if I told you that a 1966 Washington quarter, one of the most unassuming coins in your pocket, could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars? Sounds unbelievable, right? But trust me, hidden among your spare change could be a quarter that holds far more than just 25 cents. Stick with me as we dive into the world of the 1966 Washington quarter, uncover its incredible history, and reveal the rare mistakes and variations that could make you a coin collector's hero. You won't want to miss how some of these rare coins are commanding serious money in today's market. Get ready to discover the true value of your pocket change. This could be the start of a fortune. The Washington Quarter, an American classic. The Washington Quarter is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. First minted in 1932, it features the profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Over the years, the design has remained largely unchanged, making it a staple in American currency. But, when we focus on the 1966 quarter, we find a pivotal year in the history of coinage, and the events of that year give us an exciting look at why this coin can be so valuable. The history of the 1966 quarter. In 1965, the U.S. government made a drastic change to the composition of many coins, including the Washington quarter, due to a coin shortage. Instead of the traditional 90% silver, the new coins, including the 1966 quarter, were made of a copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel. This shift was a response to rising silver prices and economic pressures, and it marked the end of the era of silver coinage in the U.S. for a time. The rare 1966 quarter, errors and variations. Although most 1966 quarters are relatively common and worth only face value, a few special errors and rare variations exist that can make the coin worth far more, sometimes worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. If you happen to come across one of these rare specimens, it could be a major find. Let's explore the most valuable varieties and errors found in the 1966 quarter. 1. The 1966 double die obverse. One of the most famous and valuable errors in coin collecting is the double die obverse, and this error has been known to appear in 1966 quarters. In the case of the 1966 double die obverse, the design on the coin was struck twice, causing a double image that is visible in the details of George Washington's portrait and the inscriptions on the coin. This error is due to the die becoming misaligned during the minting process, resulting in an overlapping image on the coin. The 1966 double die obverse quarter is extremely rare, and finding one can be a game changer for any collector. The value of these coins can range from $500 to $1,500 or more, depending on the degree of doubling and the condition of the coin. Well-preserved examples of this rare error can be worth even more. If you happen to find one of these in your collection or pocket change, you could be holding on to an incredibly valuable piece of American numismatic history. 2. The 1966 SMS, Special Mint Set, Quarter. In 1965, 1966, and 1967, the U.S. Mint produced special mint sets, SMS, instead of proof coin sets. These SMS coins were struck with a higher level of precision than regular circulation coins, and they have a distinct, mirror-like finish that makes them stand out. The 1966 SMS quarters were made in limited quantities and are highly prized by collectors. While they may not feature a dramatic error, their unique minting process makes them valuable. In mint condition, a 1966 SMS quarter can be worth anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500, but in near-perfect condition, some of these quarters have sold for more. If you have an SMS quarter in your collection, it's definitely worth getting it evaluated, as its value can increase significantly based on its grade. 3. The 1966 no mintmark coin. Another intriguing feature to look out for is the 1966 quarter with no mintmark. Typically, quarters minted in 1966 at the Philadelphia Mint did not carry a mintmark, while those minted at the Denver Mint were marked with a D. However, some of these no mintmark coins are believed to have been struck at the Philadelphia Mint during certain periods when mintmarks were left off by mistake. While these coins are not as rare as the double die obverse or SMS quarters, they can still fetch a premium price. Coins in excellent condition can sell for $50 to $100, with some examples reaching higher values if they are graded well. 4. 1966 quarter error, struck through die crack. In addition to the more well-known errors, collectors have found struck-through die cracks on some 1966 quarters. A die crack occurs when a crack forms in the die that strikes the coin. As the die continues to strike the coin, the crack can leave an impression on the coin, creating an error that can be quite valuable. Coins with these errors are rare, and depending on the size and location of the crack, they can command prices from $50 to several $100s. Grading and condition, how it affects the value. As with all rare coins, the condition and grade of your 1966 quarter will directly affect its value. A coin that has been well preserved in uncirculated condition will always be worth more than one that has been heavily worn or damaged. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70, and the better the grade, the higher the price. MS 63, a well-circulated but still visually appealing coin, could be worth $50 to $100. MS 65, a highly attractive coin with only minor flaws, can be worth $100 to $500 or more. MS 67 or higher, exceptional, flawless coins in perfect condition. These could be worth thousands of dollars, especially if they feature rare errors or variations. The future of the 1966 quarters value. As time passes, the demand for rare coins continues to grow, especially those tied to important years in American history, such as 1966. The 1966 Washington quarter, with its potential for errors, unique minting processes, and historical significance, will likely remain a highly collectible coin for years to come. As more collectors seek to expand their collections, the value of well-preserved or error-filled coins may continue to rise.